Hey family, what's going on? Klaus here, and thank you so much for tuning back into yet another Town Hall 13 sneak peek video. Yes guys, it is December of 2019 and Town Hall 13 is right around the corner. And we have yet another sneak peek video. Last time we covered the brand new Town Hall 13 and the new Siege Workshop with, of course, a new Siege machine. But today we get to talk about the new defense, and it's super awesome. It is called the Scattershot. And at Town Hall 13, you unlock this baby. It gets 2 levels. There's nothing major between level 1 and level 2 except for obviously an increase in DPS and an increase in hit points. It's not like something special unlocked like at level 3 Town Hall 13. You get like the freeze effect when the Town Hall dies. There's nothing like that with the Scattershot, so I figured I'd jump straight to the max level, guys. Town Hall level 13, the Scattershot. And we have it here. The Scattershot heaves very heavy bundles of poorly tied rocks, and basically it does splash damage. We're going to be demonstrating that here today. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I've actually never seen it in action, but I do know that it's surprising that it can actually affect ground and air. It looks like a catapult, right? Or like a trebuchet or something. It's actually neither. It's better than both. And what it will do is it's going to throw these rocks again at either ground or air. So is this something that's meant to combat the almighty bat spell combination? Who flippin' knows? But let's just go check it out, guys. I've got an FC that I get to go check out. I've got Mass Barbarian because I wanted to show you guys the splash damage effect of it. And I've also got a whole bunch of different types of spells. So let's actually try this out and see what happens. I have the basically the same design. I've got the Scattershot kind of off by itself. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to put down a bunch of barbarians on this side, and it's going to start. Whoa! Wow. Okay, let's go king in the front and barbarians in behind. Let's watch this and see what happens. Wow, this thing's a beast, dude. This thing's an absolute monster. I mean, obviously it can't like keep up with every single troop that I threw at it, but it is basically, it's an angled wizard tower. You can kind of see it that way. Like the wizard tower can hit any direction. This thing can too, except it obviously has a very wide range of damage that it deals. That's pretty awesome, man. Let's just try that again. This time let's try it with maybe I don't know, let's try something different. Okay, so my phone closed on me, but okay, let's post it right there. I'm gonna go in and hit the attack button, and let's try the skeleton spell. Okay, so the skeleton spell, like I said, it will target both ground and air, but I'm curious if it's gonna recognize that these are actually troops. Let's just put down from one side. We're gonna give this thing the advantage for the first time around. Okay, so oh my goodness. Come on, bro. It's actually, I think it's completely shocked. It has no idea. It had too many troops around it. That's probably glitch, actually. Remember, guys, I'm on the Supercell developer build. Okay, this is the Town Hall 13 update, and it is something that will be coming live to you guys shortly, but it's basically our way for us to beta test the update. So, yeah, let's try that again. This time with, hold on, my phone keeps closing on me. Let's actually try this again. I'm going to do one skeleton spell this time just to see if it will actually affect it. All right, let's drop it right out here. Just like that. This thing should turn, and there we go. Okay, so maybe it has like a dead zone, right? Maybe it's like it can't target something that's super, super close to it, which I think is a weakness. Okay, if you get basically the way to beat this defense, yeah, look at that. Nothing is spawning, so nothing is happening. But if I drop a barbarian out there, it'll shoot that. So basically, it's like the mortar, where, you know, if you get too close to the mortar, it can't hit you. Same thing with this defense. So easy way to beat it. But also important to remember if you're going to be designing your base, okay? So let me just bounce out of here. Let's try it one more time. I'm going to throw a bat spell on it here and see what that looks like. I'm pretty sure it's just going to look like fire raining down from the sky. So here it is right here, except for it's going to be raining up from the Scattershot. But let's try this out, guys. This thing's pretty good, pretty sweet, dude. This thing's pretty sweet. All right, so bat spell. And remember, the bats actually target defenses, so it should target, no problem. But look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah, so it can't target because it's, oh, but it actually hit that one coming. So that one bat out of like the 12 that's attacking it right now. That's pretty bad. So what you're going to want to do with, see, look at this. The bats are going to just get wrecked here because of the archer towers. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to surround this defense with some heavy hit point buildings. Okay, storages, or like put it in the middle, because if it gets too close, and let's look at the range. Let's actually look at the radius of this thing. because it seems to be that, yes, it does have, I didn't even think to check that, but it has that donut effect where it can hit everything inside of this ring, but if it's in the very center, then it's too close. It just can't do anything about it. Its arms are too long to reach so close, if you understand what I mean by that. So this is definitely like the Eagle artillery, okay? Where's the Eagle? The Eagle is here. Like the Eagle artillery, it's got this giant dead zone, and that's what makes it, what gives it weakness. Same thing with this thing, Scattershot. You definitely want to make sure that you make, give a little bit of space. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put together a little bit of a more intelligent base design, if you will. So hold on just a minute, and I will show you guys this thing in more of its, it's more of its intended glory, okay? All right, I've got the design re-put together, and there we go. So now we have the Town Hall 12, the Town Hall 13 surrounded by the Town Hall 11 defenses, because this is just one messed up account, but we do have the maxed out Scattershot. So let's just, by using a wall wrecker to lead these barbarians in, let's try to attack this base as if we were gonna try to destroy its core, okay? So the wall wrecker will break through some of this. I'm gonna send the queen in behind this, actually. Let's get the barbarians behind here, just like so. Yes, tons and tons of barbarians, and they'll break through the wall here shortly. There we go. Now let's go king, let's go warden. Again, we need more barbarians, this time heading into the core, not around the outside. This is just crazy. No one's ever gonna attack a base with mass barbarian, but it's still fun. It's still fun, darn it. Let's actually drop a bunch of bat spells and a bunch of skeleton spells as well, and we got a rage spell too. But check this out. All right, so the defense is just hammering troops, guys. I'm gonna pop that warden's ability here, but check this out. Dang, it is, as long as you can keep this thing behind some walls, it is a beast. Okay, I popped that queen's ability to keep her alive, but watch this. One scattershot shot, boom, and the queen is dead. That's a level 50 queen. We're gonna step up, we're gonna see this scattershot fire on probably, yep, the little barbarians from the king, now hitting and destroying the warden too. Wow. It's actually super, super powerful. More powerful than I was expecting, if I can be completely honest. Brutal. So that's definitely in a more realistic situation, okay? So, that's what you want to do. You want to keep this thing protected. Now, I've got an idea. I actually want to try something real quick. I'm gonna put this this thing back into the or back on the outside, but I'm gonna surround it by other defenses. That way, it's protected, but it's not like super protected. Just to see what happens. Okay, so we're right back. Let me move some stuff around right quick. All right, I've got the design set up, and we have a little defense ring. Now, I mean, this looks pretty vulnerable if you ask me, but if I put down a single barbarian, you'll realize that there are actually Teslas on the out here. So let's just, by using a few fingers, let's throw down some barbarians and see if we can get through to that thing whenever it is protected by its wizard tower friends, okay? This thing is, whoa! Barbarians are powerful. A little bit more powerful than we probably should have used for this example, but still, you can see that when it has range, like an archer, if you get too close to an archer, it gets destroyed. If you can keep stuff away from it, it'll actually do pretty well. But it makes me wonder. It actually makes me wonder now. I'm going to do one more variation of this. I'm going to put the Scattershot in the middle again, and I'm going to see what happens if I drop skeleton traps and bat spells. I'm sorry, skeleton spells and bat spells on top of the Scattershot while it's in the middle of the base. See what happens, okay? And obviously I'm going to make sure that the thing is surrounded by splash damage so that we don't completely waylay the thing. So be right back. One more try with a completely different base. Well, a pretty similar but not quite very similar base design. The design is up, and let's check it out, guys. Now we have in the core the Scattershot, and then the Wizard Towers, and the multi-targeting Infernals on the other side with the Giga Tesla. Now, this is how I suspect that things will be set up. People will set this up in this way. But if you really highly prioritize taking out the Scattershot, then let's just see what happens here. If I drop a Rage spell, a Poison for that King, and then some Skeleton spells, okay? The Skeletons are still having a really hard time, because obviously we get multi-targeting Infernos and Wizard towers, and the Scattershot not able to fire off any shots though. But again, very, very similar to a mortar or an Eagle artillery. I see it as a weakness. It's probably a necessary weakness because we saw whenever we attacked this base from a distance that the Scattershot can do some crazy amounts of work, like we did. We threw in a bunch of barbarians, mass barbarians, behind a wall wrecker, and then our heroes, and the Scattershot, along with a few other defenses, literally stunted the attack in its spot, in its place, and it's pretty great. So guys, I think that pretty well covers the Scattershot. We never did talk about the range of the thing. I think it's a range of 10 if you look. Yeah, 3 to 10. So from the middle, 10 tiles out, that is a range. Again, this is definitely the type of defense that you want to keep in the middle of your base. That way you keep it real well protected, and it's going to fire down pretty much anything that gets in its way. The DPS, 180. If you compare it to like a, let's say, a Town Hall 11 max Wizard Tower, 62. So big difference between a Wizard, even a max Wizard Tower is nowhere near that versus this Scattershot. So guys, that's gonna do it for me today in this Town Hall 13 sneak peek video. Hope you liked it and hope you're excited about Town Hall 13. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Scattershot. I think it's a beast. I think it's going to be a winner. I also am glad that it's not overpowered. That's something that I was really worried about. It's new defense. It's super easy to go too powerful, and I'm glad that Supercell really kept the lid on it and made sure that they didn't make this thing too crazy strong. So good on Supercell for keeping it, but it's still powerful, and I think that it's going to be a huge deterrent for people whenever they're attacking a Town Hall 13. You want to watch out for that Scattershot, otherwise it's going to ruin your day. So guys, that's all from me. Once again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure and subscribe, join the Klaus family for daily gaming videos, and especially in this update season, guys, where we have update videos going live every day that Supercell lets me. Today was one of those days. Also, remember to like the video if you liked it, and of course, remember that we got our new merch line coming out, so check out the link in the description for merch, and also be sure to use code Klaus as a creator boost to make sure that you're supporting me, or if you want to support somebody else, at least support somebody. I'm completely happy regardless. Remember that I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you all again next time.